What's going on, GT? Welcome to TLG-GT Live. I'm SVP Guetterman. This is another 30 minutes together where we motivate, educate, edify, and team associate week in and week out. If you were on yesterday's call and you aren't woke up, if you aren't fired up, excited, ready to get going, then you need to check your pulse, check your heart rate, check if you're alive. You know, it's calls like that, especially at the end of the year. And this company, you know, when Art built it out from 2015 forward, it was built on integrity, innovation, and absolute intelligence. You know, I get excited when new things pop out. And we're not talking about those who are looking to just get by. This is a mindset of abundance. We're talking about new lead systems, new dial systems, new schedule to understand how to take your business and your income to the next level, not the 3 to 5 appointments you've been running. I see you. Those of you who've been running at a low speed, it's time to check up and increase your hours clocked in. We're talking setting 12 to 15 appointments, not a month, not a week, but a day, and moving on to accelerate of $15,000 to $25,000 plus weeks. You know, this is the abundance mindset that you should be taking on. Team, if we get people to that level, your agency building is going to come so easy. When you have the cash flow glow of abundance, people will be drawn to you. That's how we increase recruiting. That's how we increase your override in this business and get your agency moving to the next level. It's about setting yourself on fire to let the rest of the world come watch you burn. Not to ashes, but as far as excitement and energy. That's what we're talking about. If you knew, without a doubt, that if you ran and worked as hard as you could for just 3 to 5 years straight, you sacrificed time with friends and family, sacrificed money that you spend on materialistic things. Not saying cut everything out altogether, but really focused on TLG daily, focused on your business daily of both sides of the aisle here, on your production and your agency building, and took a couple days off here and there. If you did this, if you knew, that the outcome would be knocking down $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month in personal production, or overriding a team of $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 in production a month, and living a life like most don't, or won't, or can't, or may never will because they don't choose to. You know what I'm saying? Making anywhere from $300,000-$400,000 a year to over 7 figures, $1 million a year. Would you do it? If you can guarantee the outcome, if everything is met as far as consistency and all the keys are placed in the right locks, and you knew that as long as you do this with consistency over a period of time, that you will have that income, will you do it? See, I live this story. I'm not what some perceive to be or say would be lucky. It was always planned from the get-go. I made a commitment. I believed in what Art was doing with this company. I believed in the systems he was planning and preparing. I fought day in and day out. My family knew my goals, and they encouraged me and supported me to clock in when I had to clock in and clock out when I had to clock out. They were there every step of the way to help me put in the extra mile of what it took to separate myself from mediocrity, to separate myself from the pack of those who were just getting by. See, we didn't have that vision as a family of just getting by. We caught the vision to excel and create a life of joy, purpose, and abundance. That's what true happiness is. And in my opinion, that's the meaning to life. That's what creates that purpose for you, is creating those things and having something to run to, constantly run through, and just creating new levels within your life. It's about building, man. That's what it's all about. I can promise you, we definitely sacrificed. I can promise you there's nothing different or special about me, other than the ability to go all in. I can promise you there's not much different or special about Art or about Blaze. Yes, Art is a highly intellectual human being. Blaze is a intriguing person that has a personality. Like he has the ability to go all out and bring people to his mindset and understanding and move with him. Guys, these aren't things that separate us from the rest of the population. They're just things that as long as you put yourself out there and do something consistently, you're going to gain favor and luck. See, if we can do that, if Art can do it, Blaze can do it, I can do it, why can't you? Why can't you go all out for a series of time with maximum effort and all keys in every lock, without fail, with consistency, with absolute focus, discipline, and desire for what it is that you want, and don't let anything take you off that path? If you can do that, guys, you can come live this life. You can come live this kind of life, man. It's a fun life. Is it where I want to be? No. Have I arrived? Absolutely not. But I'm telling you, the journey along the way to what you want is good. It's absolute joy. It's purpose. It's fun. There's abundance involved. If you're smart with your money, we'll teach you how to be smart, right? Be smart. Don't spend everything you got. But it's important that you guys, you go after what it is that you want. See, when we hire you, we ask, what do you want? Why do you want it? And what are you going to do to get it? And why are you going to stay consistently after it? If you guys keep that in front of you daily, you're going to make the choice every single day to get up and get after, and there's going to be things, people, situations, environment that will try to pull you off the path and make you complacent, make you distracted. And if you recognize it, you just need to learn to say no and stay on the path that you're on and just keep moving forward. See, we've got Winter Conference coming up. Art announced it today. I believe the venue, the date will be announced soon, but we got Winter Conference coming up in March of 2024. That's going to be our next big event. Start planning and preparing. Yes, Aaron, we're going through Christmas. Yes, Aaron, we have New Year's. Yes, I get it. But plan and prepare for conference. Every single person needs to be in attendance at Winter Conference 2024. It is the year of change, the year of renaissance. Art just claimed this. I am following him to the 100th degree, man. I'm right behind this man. We are moving in massive change, and we are changing the culture of TLG. We are changing the culture of the mediocre producer. We're changing the mindset of just getting by. No longer. We're taking this team to another level. You either choose to follow. If you still want to be the 1 to 3 to 4, 5 app kind of person on a monthly basis, more power to you. You got a place here. But we're looking for the individuals that want to get up, get after it, and we'll put our time, resources, energy. We'll want to build the relationships with you. And we've got big things coming in 2024. Big decisions happen at big events. Y'all plan and prepare. Start putting things in motion now to ensure that you do not miss Winter Conference 2024. All right? Let's see here. Yesterday, we didn't have a chance to go over the manager's leaderboard. Y'all understand, when we do TLG lives, I know we're doing the builders call on Mondays, but when we're doing mid-months and end of months, we're not doing the builders call. But I'll go over the manager's leaderboard on here since we missed it yesterday. Number 10, Usri, 4 apps, 4,715. Number 9, Savage, 5 apps, 8364. Number 8, North, 9 apps, 9525 AP. Number 7, Spear, 11 apps, 12,044. Number 6, Alvarez Base, 15 apps, 13,196. Number 5, Harris Base, 6 apps, 13,674. Number 4, GTB, 15 apps, 17,368. Number 3, Lightford, 18 apps, 17,937. Number 2, Sarge, 12 apps, 20,488. Number 1, 4A Base, 13 apps, 25,624. Also, mid-month leaderboard is out. This is a check from Day 1 through the weekend, top 10 mid-month, month to date. Are y'all on it? I don't know. About to find out. Number 10, Brandon Brown, 55.69 mid-month. Number 9, Jared Leifert, 57.08. Number 8, Van Barnett, 67.63. Number 7, Lake Savage, Bella Vance, 7,330. Number 6, Kim Glass, 8,062. Number 5, Gifty Davis, 8,563. Number 4, Nelson Alvarez, 9,658. Number 3, Zach Rudebeck, 11,031. Number 2, Diane Crump, 14,516. And number 1, GT mid-month, Mark Spears, 16,472. Week 2, December, UWA's top 10, and then moving into the top 5. Y'all stick around for the top 5. Take some notes, listen in, get some hype, get some inspiration. UWA's for week 2. Terry Wagner, 1 app 352. Diane Pastor, 1 app 420. Karen Radford, 1 app 476. All right, I apologize, team. Mike went out. Let's go over week 2. UWAs moving into the top 10, moving into the top 5. Y'all stick around. Y'all take a listen, and y'all get some inspiration for what these agents are doing. Terry Wagner, 1 app 352, week 2. Diane Pastor, 1 app 420 AP. Karen Radford, 1 app 476. Jonathan Trantham, 1 app 600 AP. Matt McElravy, 1 app A66 AP. Trey Brooks, 3 apps 1014. Chris Beret, 2 apps 1030. Holly Heiser, 2 apps 1219. Jared Leifert, 1 app 1316. Chad Guetterman, 1 app 1598. Dion Poe, 1 app 1784. Nelson Alvarez, 2 apps 1980. Peggy Jorquera, 2 apps 2073. Latif Duncan, 3 apps 2441 AP. Top 10. Danielle Leifert, 3 apps 2000. 840. Number 9, Van Barnett, 3 apps, 2,842 AP. Congrats, Van. Number 8, Deidre Hughes, 3 apps, 3,259 AP. Number 7, Savage, Lake Savage, Bella Vance, 2 apps, 3,377 AP. Number 6, Stephanie Molina. Y'all listen to this app count. 7 apps, 3,506. I'm pretty certain that that's a record week for Stephanie. You know, maybe on path for a record month in December. We've stated this before. We could do this. Stephanie, I see you stepping up, and I'm super proud of what you're doing. But I know that you're a 5K a week type of gal. I know that you can go off and at any time you want and start going for 20K. I think that you're the next 20K producer, Stephanie Molina, so get up and get after it. You know, we've got a lot of people believing in you. Believe in you. All right, number 5, Zach Rudebeck, 2 apps, 4,384. Number 4, Brandon Brown, 2 apps, 5,549. Number 3, Gifty Davis, not a stranger to the top 5, 3 apps, 7,400 AP. Number 2, Diane Crump. Diane's making a lot of people look like they are lazy. 8 applications, 7,815 for the week. Diane is crushing it mid-month. Diane's crushing it month in and month out. Diane is on a mission of production. Keep getting after it, Diane. And number 1, Mark Spear, 10 applications for $11,332. See, I heard through the grapevine that some of y'all are thinking that, hey, maybe it's Christmas, maybe it's the leads, maybe it's the holidays, maybe we just can't get through to people. And you know what? If you think it's the leads, you're right. If you think that it's the holidays, you're totally right. You know, if you think, and without an undeniable thought process, that you're not going to be able to set appointments, you are right. But then there's those who they don't believe that and understand for every problem there is a solution, and 95% of what we do is all right here. Understand that when you think you're going to set appointments, you're going to move towards the thought process of overcoming objection, no matter what. How bad do you want the set? How bad do you want the sale? How bad do you want to succeed? If that's what you want, then you are right. If that's what you believe, then you are right. Y'all get after it, man. Yeah, you don't hear Mark saying that December is not a great time. He's over 11,000 for the week, over 16,000 for the month thus far. Diane, over 14,000 for the month so far. And oh, by the way, she's part-time. I don't even know what to say to y'all. Other than stick around for the top 5, take some notes, gain some understanding, get excited, get pumped up, get fired up, think with joy, purpose, and last but definitely not least, abundance. Y'all take some notes.
Hey, what's good, TLG? Zach Rudebeck out of Utah, direct to Lake Savage Bella Vance, direct to Nelson Alvarez, direct to Aaron Guetterman, direct to Art Leeser. Coming in at number 5 this week with 2 applications, 4,384 annual premium. Guys, biggest thing I can say this week is dial until. You know, we're dialing Sundays, we're dialing Tuesday evenings, we're dialing Saturday, like we're dialing every day. Why? Because we want some, that's why. So dial until, and Mel Robbins actually has this saying that I absolutely love. It's, you have to be willing to hear no from the wrong people so that the right people can find you. And guys, that's exactly what we're doing. We're just sorting through the marketplace so we can find our clients that it's genuinely important to them and they want us to help them and we can be there for them. So just keep sorting through the marketplace, dial until, and don't give up. Because that's when you really lose, is when you give up.
Hey everybody, it's Brandon coming at y'all. Number 4 for the week, direct to Jared and Danielle Leifert. This was one of my harder weeks. This was my first underwritten policy where we ran into problem after problem after problem. Like, I had to call this woman's doctor every single day because F&G they just simply couldn't reach their doctor. Her medical records were held through a third party. So then after I got a hold of their doctor, I had to get a hold of a third party medical records person, but I stuck with it. And it just happened to be one of the largest policies I've written, this year. So if I have any advice, it's to simply make sure you're working for your client. Make sure that you're doing everything, because we put her through 2 other policies that she did not get approved for. But I just kept working with my client, and I kept getting with my upline, and we kept asking Jared and Aaron. We bugged everything to figure out what we could do for Miss Linda, and we've got her, a great policy and the policy that she wanted. So always remember to work with your client, and when you hit a brick wall, get with your upline, and as a team, overcome those barriers. You'll have a great week.
Hello, my name is Gifty Davis, direct to Aaron Guetterman, coming in from Virginia. I came in the top 5 as number 3 with 7,400 and 3 apps for this week. This week has actually been a very challenging week for me, the past week, because this is the beginning of another week, but it's been very challenging. I was part of the Biltmore trip, but I wasn't able to make it because of a last minute personal issues that I had to resolve that I couldn't get that done before the trip. And then my daughter got sick, so it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I didn't leave because she was very, very sick. But then I had to deal with that throughout the week. And then you know how it goes after you've taken care of a sick child for an entire week, something that was viral. Then that kind of, aside from the stress of that, you tend to pick up a little something too. So this week was just a drag and a mess for me. And, aside from the disappointment of not going to Biltmore with the rest of the group, I was also, kind of struggling a bit with hitting the phones. And I don't know if it had anything to do with how I was feeling just mentally with the caring of the child, or I don't know what it was, but just getting on the phone was quite a challenge. But what got me going was I kept remembering that I had a goal that I had set. I also know that December is not like a full month because you're going to have the Christmas break, things slow down. Everyone keeps saying, Christmas is around the corner and it's going to slow down. You're going to kind of hit, a wall. So you got to put in the activity. So that's what kept me going. I tried to be on as many calls as I could. These apps that I wrote kind of came to my rescue. They were from activities I had put in previously at an event that I had attended, and it was a family I'd spoken to. So 2 of the apps were from this family that were ready to go. And then there was another from, a telesale from, I believe it was T2 or tier 3 or so. But what I'm trying to say is I don't have it wasn't an exciting week, or I didn't wake up every day wanting to, do the things I needed to do. But you're going to have days like that. I'll say just push through it, and then when the apps come, you're happy with it, right? With the money. So we're going to keep pushing. I'm still reaching for my goal. I'm going to try to put in more this week, and hopefully make it to, top 1 by putting in more apps and getting more. All right, so go get it. This week is really, let's step on the gas because this is the week before Christmas. All right, and then after Christmas, we keep going. All right, all the best. Love ya. Hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm Diane Crump, direct to Nelson Alvarez, direct to Aaron Guetterman, direct to Art Leeser. This week, I am second on the leaderboard with a total of $7,815. And I don't know if you've noticed this trend, but I am getting on that leaderboard every week now. And the way I'm doing that is by filling my schedule. Now, I work part-time still, and I need to make sure that I'm getting my appointments set, hopefully on a daily basis. And I'm putting that time in. I'm making my dials. I'm setting my calendar up every day, white sheeting what I need to do, getting the dials in, setting the appointments, and it's helping me to reach those goals. But one of the great things about this business is that you do control your schedule. You get to pick when you're working, and sometimes you might need to take some time off. Like last night, I took some time off and I went to a paint party and I made this. But I've been putting in the time. I've been getting my schedule filled. I've been sitting with families, helping them. And so sometimes I can do some quality time off, right? And that's what it's about. It's making sure that you're putting that time in, getting your financial goals, and then enjoying that life of abundance. So, and it's here for everybody. So just put in the work, listen to your upline. They'll show you how to do it. And you can do that. You can have a great life. Merry Christmas.
What's up, GT? Mark Spear, Director Aaron Guetterman, Director Art Leeser, coming at you from Youngsville, North Carolina. Last week, I finished up in the #1 position for 10 applications, $11,493 annual premium. And last week for me was something that, Jared Leifert says quite often, which is facts tell and stories sell, right? And that is the getting comfortable in as a new agent and getting comfortable into entering in stories into your selling system it's a feat in its own, because you're trying to get through all the different aspects of how the meeting is supposed to go and making sure that you're touching on every point. You will find it so much more easy to open up a client to trusting and liking you just by telling a story. Just by opening up your personal life of something that may have happened that was tragic in your life, or maybe a family member's life, or a friend's life that you heard of, that can relate to what we're doing, to show them why it's so important to protect their family. And once you open up that story, because we have such a short time to gain their trust and have them like us, that once you start telling those stories, it gets them to open up and share why it's important that they're sitting down. And that's the ultimate goal, is to find out their why. Find out their why, and we will guarantee that we can protect them in the best possible manner. But you have to find out that why. And you have to get them to open up to you, and that's just by telling a story. It is as simple as that. Once you tell that story, it opens up so much rapport building. It gets that person that might have had their arms crossed to uncross them, to lean forward, to get engaged with you. And then all it is after that is just showing them how to protect them and letting them make the choice. So if you don't have a story, get with your upline, have them share a story with you that they utilize, or maybe one of the top agents, ask them, what's a story that I could use if you don't have one? Myself, I had an employee, an ex-employee of mine when I was in telecom, who passed away in my arms and left his 26-year-old daughter with no insurance money. She lost the home. She had children, didn't even have money for burial services. Our company had to come up with the money to help her. And this is before I switched to insurance. So that story in itself just opens up people to share, yeah, we had somebody just like that, or I know somebody just like that, or that happened to our family, or my father passed away and left my mother in a bad way. And once they open up, that's it after that. Now it's just a matter of how can we get your family protected the right way and ultimately fit your budget. I hope that helps out everybody. I'll see you next week. And listen, we got 1 week left before Christmas. Let's power through. It's holiday, not holidays. So let's power through and finish off the year strong. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.